All right, cool.
3, 2, let's go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Byron Allen, and welcome to another episode of Calisthenics over Caffeine. I am your host, and once again, we're ready to get into the actual factuals. We got somebody that's well known in the calisthenics. Yeah, you can turn that off, Maya. Go ahead. Be free flowing. We had some jams going on in the background because we had to set the vibe, right? But as we were saying, we have somebody who is well known in New York City calisthenics culture for decades, been laying down the groundwork, the framework, and the foundation of a lot of what you see today. We got Q Friends, the health advocate in the building. Hey, yo!
All right.
Let's go. BX is in the building. You already know what time it is,
Big
man.
BX energy.
Absolutely, man. And once again, like we always say with every guest, just thanks for coming. 100 grand, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to pull up. It's cold outside. It's about to snow tomorrow, y'all. The winter is officially here in New York City. And for anybody to go out of their way and make a trip like this, much appreciated. My brother.
For sure,
right?
man.
No doubt.
Remember, this ain't my first time. This ain't my first rodeo. This is just a new setup.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Shout out to Q Friends. Shout out to CCA, the Competitive Calisthenics Association, in which we have a great partnership. Shout out to all involved, the families, everybody that's behind the scenes doing their thing. Steph, what's up, baby?
Yes, sir. Boss lady.
Absolutely. So shout out to everybody on that end. But let's get right into it. Listen, I know there are a lot of questions out there that people are asking. They might not come to you and ask you, maybe they have, but a lot can happen in a year. Mm-hmm. And a lot has transpired and a lot has not transpired. The first thing I want to ask you is, what's going on with the CCA? Is there anything that you want the public to know about? We were looking forward to some competitions that didn't come to fruition. Put us on what's really good.
CCA will and will always stand for competition. We're here to uplift the sport. Right? That said, we can't force anybody. Right? So we had to take this year as kind of step back and reflect. Of course, we tried to host a couple competitions, didn't pan out. And it's purely because athletes didn't show up, sign up, were not interested, and we had to make changes. So we even had athlete concerns that the weight that we wanted them to lift and so forth was too much. Make this very clear.
So wait a minute, we're talking about like the power classics?
Power pole classics, they were saying that the 135 or the 90 pounds, whatever it was too much. They wanted to dumb it down. Now I can understand that the ladies were asking, but the ladies had a different weight. I haven't had one complaint from a female athlete. So all male athletes, some that have followed every single event, have sent 100 questions and never participated, and some just said that they're just not ready for it. So we said, we're going to step back. I started to put myself out there a little bit more, trying to train some athletes and give people some tips on how to become better, because without a better athlete, we need a better competition. So we're going to try it again next year. We will always host competitions with rules and regulations. This year, it seemed, for some reason, I ain't gonna say for some reason, because we've seen it over the years also. It's nothing new.
Right.
It's just not that time for it in a sense. So we're gonna let everybody do what they do until they come back to what sport is supposed to look like.
I appreciate that right there, because that leads into where I want to go as far as the culture and what the sport is supposed to look like. Now, we always know that those of us that come from a certain generation, a lot of us did it out of the love for it. We were in it. This is what we did. Like we always say, this is a lifestyle, not a fad. See that right there? I'm going to break the fifth wall on that one, Maya. Hold that down, all right? But anyway, yeah, this is a lifestyle for us when it comes to this calisthenics thing. So we were just out there in the park doing our thing. Do you think money is the issue?
Money,
the fact that they aren't getting paid what they feel they should or want.
But what is that? You understand? This thing hasn't been around long enough for them to dictate how much they should get paid to do something. And then personally, why would you pay anybody to participate? What other sport does that except a professional sport?
They might, some of these athletes consider themselves professional now, Q. So if they're carrying that moniker, there are other leagues out there that are trending in that direction or are there, and we know what those are. So there may be some comparison issues. You think that's what it is?
Is every athlete in any other competition getting paid for it a pro? That's the question. If it's my first competition and I get paid to compete in it, of course, that's going to set a tone. But if you don't win, what tone is it setting?